Mm. Hey everybody, it's your girl Brenda P. I'm gonna come on just a little bit. I'm gonna come on just a little bit to check on everybody to see how everybody's doing. Me, of course, I'm dandy. I'm doing good. I ain't gonna be on too long. I really ain't gonna be on here too long. Let's see here. I can. I've been off for a few. I'm trying to see here. Um, okay, so let's see. Y'all come on in. Let's just see if everybody's doing okay. The ones that want to be okay. Um, let me get some rain here. Uh, um, 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 y'all come on in and let's see. I ain't gonna be on here long. Just want to come on and make sure everyone is doing okay. Hopefully, everyone that's bariatric is taking your vitamins, doing what you're supposed to, taking your vitamins, not just taking your vitamins, but drinking lots of fluids, eating right, and just doing what we're supposed to do to survive. Okay. It's a doggy dog world out here. And um, when you have people that you can come to and talk to about situations when you're having some hard times, it's a good thing that we should learn to cherish it, because we are all in a situation. Um, some of the women's, when we lose the weight, we have so much loose skin hanging, and it was brought to my attention that it's very painful to have it removed. So we got to be able to have each other's back, and look out for each other. Get information from one another. Um, some people, come up with such negative vibes and stuff like that, and that's not me. Um, I meant to put some there, but I didn't. My God, I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. I didn't even say hello to nobody. Um, mm, 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 yes. P. Sanford, yes. So there we go. There we go. Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is we have to. Um, Sometimes you might wake up and don't feel good. That's normal. That's normal. That's not abnormal when you've had surgery, or you're not gonna. Every day is not gonna be the best day, especially when you first have surgery or something like that. You're going to go through a little something, something, but then it's up to you to learn your body. Do as much as you possibly can to learn your body, get to know your body, because remember, once you have surgery, you have a whole new body. I mean, you have a whole new you're changing things. I mean, you can't eat as much as you used to. You got to narrow it down a lot. So then you got to know how to put a little something in your mouth. You got to know how to eat, how much to eat, when to eat it. So it's a lot that we have to put our minds on and get a do right mind to want to do right. Okay. Um, Remember what I always tell y'all, and I say this often. Once you know, do the bariatric surgery, or either or bariatric, gastro bypass, dual switch, either one of the surgeries, you are basically changing your life for life. So we know that we got to make some changes, and I mean some major changes at that. The most important one is to be healthy. The most important one is to get your the most important thing, you got to get your proteins in. You got to take your vitamins. It's okay if you miss. I'm not going to tell you that that's a good thing, but you can miss, and that's nobody's going to write that against you. It's not nobody. I'm not going to hold it against you because I don't do right every time myself. So when you trying to do right is a different than wanting to do right and not wanting to do right, because it's just as easy to want to do right as it is to not to want to do right. So I look at it like this, and I say all the time, if you don't want to do right, why waste people time? Why even have the surgery? I mean, don't even have it, okay? Um, but if you have a right mindset and you want to do good, then you can be good. I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty good. I'm maintaining where I'm at. Getting ready to go on this cruise. I did tell y'all. So starting, my birthday was yesterday. So starting tomorrow morning, I would be shooting to lose those pounds I told y'all that I was going to lose to go on the cruise, because when I get on the cruise, oh baby, I'm going to eat everything I want to eat. Okay, I'm not going to be going on there and worrying about the fact that I just had bariatric or I've had bariatric. That's not going to spoil my cruise. Okay. Um, I hear a lot of the women's, they say, well, I'm not eating no sugar. Don't eat no sugar then. Don't eat no sugar. If that's how you feel, don't do it. If your mind set and you don't feel like you need to do something, don't do it. Don't let no one convince you to do anything that you don't think is right after you have your surgery, okay? If you think, because like, remember what I said, everybody's body is different. Where I can take in some sugar, you might not be able to. Where I can, drink a little shot of alcohol, you might not can do that. Okay. Where I can eat some fried food, you might not be able to do that. So you got to learn your body. You got to learn your body. Y'all know I don't come on and tell you that don't do this, don't do that. I can't come on and tell you what to do or what not to do. That's unacceptable. I won't be able to do that. I can just share my journey with y'all, and y'all can share your journey with me or share your journey with each other. We're like a support group. Um, so I like to come on and I share my journey. Maybe I would be a blessing to someone else, because we have so many women, believe it or not, ladies, men, we have women and men that is terrified of having the surgery. Even though they want to, there are some scary people in the world. They're so afraid to have the surgery, because remember, we have had some people talk so negative about the surgery until, one thing about it, when you're trying to do something for your health, you can't listen to everything that someone says. You got to ask God to direct your path, because if you just sit down and listen to people with bad vibes, negative energy, and speaking nothing but negative, you're going to think just like them. You is what you be around. I mean, you can become that. So you have to, when it comes to your life, your strength, your health, you got to be strong enough to say, okay, I might need to wean away from this foolishness and think about myself, okay? Because ain't nobody gonna feel what you feel when your body breaks down on you, okay? You are on your own. So I'd encourage everyone to take care of themselves. If you've had that surgery, do what you have to do to survive the surgery, okay? I would hate for someone that has had the surgery to come back in a year or so and you done gained all that weight back, and then you're mad at yourself all over again. When you're big like that and you got these kids going to school, and you 400 pounds, the kids be kind of embarrassed. The kids be kind of embarrassed. They don't want you out to the school and stuff. So when you overweight, or if you got little kids, you're missing out on their activities. If they playing football or something like that, and you're at 400 or 500 pounds, you won't be able to go to the games. And then if you do, you're probably miserable. So remember, when you have all that weight on you, it's not just you. It's not just you that is being uh, uh, affected by that. It's your family as well. Your family is going through the same thing that you're going through. It's just that it's hitting you harder. But the little ones that look up to you, your children, they want their parents to be to the ball games. They want their parents to come to PTA and stuff like that. They want their parents to take them on little excursions and little picnics to Busch Garden, or Six Flags, or wherever, or Disneyland, Disney World. Some of those kids want that. And then if you can't do it and they sit around and they see everybody else's kids going and they're not going, that might mess with their mind. So being healthy is not just for you. Being healthy is for your family, your children. I always tell people one thing about me. I never did anything to please no one. I know a lot of women that they don't care about themselves. They do everything to please a man. Um, to each his own, like I say, but I never cared to please a man. I mean, I'm gonna make me happy. And then, you get me for who I am, not that I'm gonna change who I am for no man. That's just not gonna happen. So once we learn to take care of ourselves, um, deliver love to yourself. Look at yourself and tell yourself that you love yourself. Then you will be able to deal with others as well. But anything, any teaching comes straight from home. You got to teach yourself to respect yourself. You got to know how to do that. And a lot of us, we fall short from that. We fall short from that because we listen to stuff. We listen to stuff and we allow stuff to overtake us at times. Stuff ain't gonna overtake me. Not Brenda P. Brenda P ain't a bit more caring about no stuff. Brenda P don't be caring about what people say. I always had my own little mind, and I always have been. I didn't let people talk me into nothing. I ain't gonna let people talk me into things that is not right for me. I always was a leader. So I'm gonna continue being that. I'm not gonna get weak for nobody. Um, so just want everybody to know that um you definitely need to be taking them vitamins. Remember this: if you miss a day, It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Also, remember I told y'all, if you cook something, taste everything you cook. Don't make yourself miserable. Depression and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is real. And when you get miserable or depressed about something, the first thing you want to do, you want to stuff your mouth. You want to stuff your mouth with stuff. You want to eat up everything that you can. You want to go in the kitchen. You want to go to eating stuff that you don't usually eat. You want to overeat. Because you're depressed about something, or things don't work right for you, the first thing you want to do is start eating. Not saying everybody does that, but that is a what you call that is a safety zone for a lot of us. Okay, we get depressed or we go to gaining too much weight, and we let this weight get on us, but then we don't know how to get it off. It's easy to come on, but it's not as easy to come off, especially if you don't do that surgery. Um, I know the shots work for some women. They work for a lot of women. I mean, but I've seen women that use the shot and the weight jump off of them, but then when they stop with the shots, that weight come back double fold. That's not all people though, but that's the possibilities of things that can happen. So everything is man-made. Um, Even the surgery, we got robots doing those surgery now. One thing I can truly say and say with confidence, once you have the surgery, and I had the sleeve, you got 20% stomach. They take 80% of your stomach, okay? They take 80 big percent of your stomach. If you done took 80% of your stomach, there's no way you're gonna eat like you used to eat, okay? So now once you come out of surgery and you come home, your main thing should be, okay, let me figure out how much I can eat. Well, you're not going to be able to eat a lot, no way. As time go by, you'll be able to consume a little more fluids. You will be able to eat more, but you're not going to just do that as soon as you come out of the hospital. Maybe one day, 2 days. I had to stay in 3 days, I think it was. Yeah, I stayed 3 days because I guess I wasn't ready. Everybody left me in there. Everybody left me when we had our surgery. I was in there playing around, but laughing and joking, but they didn't let me come home because, of course, I couldn't consume the water. I couldn't drink my liquids. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And I hadn't let gas go. So you want to be able to release the gas and burping and stuff like that before you try to leave there, because that could be very painful. Needing to let gas go, in other words, needing to fart, you need to let gas go from both places, your mouth and your butt. You need to release that before you come home. Y'all know when you have surgery, the first thing they want you to do is be able to use the bathroom. That's the same thing. That still comply, okay? So you still want to be able to use the bathroom. They want to make sure you able to walk around. um, I don't encourage no one to overwalking. I don't encourage you to lifting too much or nothing when you done came out of surgery. You need to relax. You need to come home and you need to learn how to get in and out of bed. You need to make sure you're trying to drink your fluids. These are things that you need to practice doing. And if you let yourself go with doing that, it might come back to haunt you. Okay. So we can't be playing when we have surgery. When you have surgery, you're playing, you're not playing. This is serious. So, I've seen people play with their lives like that. They don't care. They get the surgery or the insurance pay for it, medically necessary or something like that. And then, one thing I did notice, if a person pay for it at the pockets, they're going to do better by it. But if it's something free, we have a tendency, if we got something going on for us for free, we're not going to value that as if we would if that money came straight out of our pocket. We will play around and we won't do what we say. Then we get sick. And our head is hurting. You know, when you have surgery, you're not supposed to throw up. If you do, that means something went wrong. You're not supposed to just get to throwing up and stuff. They don't want you throwing up. That's not a good thing. But if you do throw up from overdoing something, that means it's time to get a reality check. It's time to check our bodies and see what did we do wrong. If any little thing goes to happen, and I encourage the women that regardless to what it is, there's no situation that's not can't be resolved. Okay. So if anything happened, don't be afraid of how you feel. Speak it, reveal it, talk to someone. I don't care if the left side of your if the right side of your face is hurting, it could be a problem. Let somebody know. Don't just hold it. Don't conceal all that stuff. You know, just don't hold it in. You need to release it and be transparent about it. You know, let someone know so that someone can walk you through something if you are going through something. There are good people still in the world. I mean, I try to be pretty good, you know, as long as people allow me to be good. I try to be nothing but good, you know. And I haven't been nothing but good as far as sharing my journey with people, you know. Um, I haven't been anything but good, and I haven't did nothing but told the truth because my journey, I'm not ashamed of it. A lot of women, they have surgery and they study lie about it. How did you lose that weight? Oh well, I just stopped eating and exercising. Biggest lie ever told. But we can't be upset with somebody because they told a lie. People do what they choose to do, and there's nothing that we can do about that. Okay, so that's okay. I mean, that's okay. That's something that we don't have control over. We don't have any kind of control over it, so we shouldn't even think about having control over it, because it'll never be that we'll have control over it. So, like I say, that's one thing that I want to encourage everyone to do. Uh, just pay attention to your own body and don't worry about the next person. Be a helping hand, lend them a conversation, something positive, speak positive in each other's ears. Don't always listen to negative stuff because negative stuff can cause you to say, you know, if you've been struggling with weight or something, and then you got somebody that's always in your ear that's speaking negative, ain't got nothing to say. You need to kind of like wean yourself away from that foolishness, you know. Get up out of that foolishness, you know. Get around positive people, you know, positive people, and people that care about your health, just like you care about your health, you know, that do play a big role. Being able to uh, talk to others, or being able to share some things that you went through with. Some people just tote heavy stuff on their shoulders because they don't want, you know, be able to confide in no one. I find myself, I end up having to have someone to talk to when it's time to vent. I have to talk to someone, you know, and I know a lot of people call me and they want to have a conversation, and I'm available, you know, I am available. I'm not that person that don't feel like I can lend you a helping hand, you know. Um, um, Also, you got to drink a lot of fluids. You need to drink fluid. Um, some drink more than others. Like I said, during this next couple of weeks, my whole eating habits got to change. I'm gonna put the chips down. Y'all know I love my chips. I'm gonna put my chips down. Um, I'm going to, hey, babe, how you doing? I'm gonna put them chips down. Remember me saying I got to lose. Well, I know I'm gonna bring home 6 pounds, so I got to lose at least 10. I gotta lose, nope, yeah, 10 pounds. So I will be starting that tomorrow. I will be starting that tomorrow. That means I'm gonna be doing eggs. I'm gonna be eating eggs. Yeah, I got me a lot of eggs. I'm gonna be boiling eggs. I'm gonna drink lots and lots of fluids. I'm definitely should have been put. Hey, Mr. Hartsfield, how you doing? Should have been put them chip plate. Girl, girl, listen. Honey, I love my chips. That is one of my downfalls. But you know what? I was telling them last week, last time I was on, that regardless to what you eat, um, if you don't overdo it, it's not going to affect you really bad. I mean, we know that starches, but sometime, how can I say this? The body needs everything to live, to survive. Okay, so in times, I know my body got to have some sugar. My body got to have sugar. My body got to have snacks. Um, and that's correct. You are so right. Because say for instance, you had to sleeve like myself. Remember, I only got 20% tummy because with the sleeve, they take 80% of it. So if you listen to your stomach will respect you. But if you disrespect it, okay, you ain't gonna do nothing but fall out. You're gonna pass out. Um, Anybody know I was on here live one night and I overdid something and I had to run into the bathroom because I had to throw up everything I had done. So I don't, it just don't make too much sense to me when people overdo it and the weight come back. Now, I keep saying it. I keep telling y'all the way the weight come back when you done had surgery, it depends on what you're putting in your mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this again. If you Let's use rice. I love to use rice as an example. So if you're used to, like I used to be, before I had surgery, every time I cooked, I thought you're supposed to have rice. I cooked rice with everything I used to eat. Okay, rice, 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 because I was raised up on rice. They say them old Geechee people, old country girl, rice. I thought rice go with everything, so I'm always cook rice. Okay, a lot of us love bread. We love bread. Bread has yeast in it, so if you're gonna eat bread, don't try to eat bread every day or 3 times a week. You know, have you some bread one time a week. I would be more careful with that because it has that rising yeast in it. It depends on what kind of bread that you're eating. Also, rice. You don't want to, if you got to have you some rice, just have you a little bit of rice, but don't come back tomorrow and have some rice and the next day and have some rice and the next day and have some rice because now you got all the starch. Okay. That's not the way. So that's why I tell everyone learn how to work your body. Get to fall in love with your body all over again. Get to know what your body can take and what it can't take. Get to know the stuff that you need to eat. Get to know the stuff that you and how often that you can eat it. Study that. Get the reading. Look at everything. Um, I never seen where it said I couldn't eat a piece of fried chicken. I never saw that. It said what your stomach can tolerate. You know, we know at first we won't be able to do a lot, but with time, you'll be able to add a little more. You'll be able to add a little more. One of the ladies came over, one of my bariatric friends. As a matter of fact, it was Jacqueline. Jacqueline came over because you know Jacqueline. Ever since I met Jacqueline, Jacqueline comes over and see me, and Jacqueline is also going on the cruise with me. Jacqueline came over. She said, "Miss Brenton, I'm so hungry." So we had cooked when Elizabeth was here. We hadn't cooked, and you know we cooked a lot, so I still had food left. I had cabbage, greens, oxtail, and rice, yellow rice. And I even had cornbread. So she said, I'm hungry, Miss Brenda. I said, okay, I'll fix you some. Now, I fixed her a plate, but I knew how much to put on her plate. And she ate all of it, you know. So you gotta know how much you can eat. One thing I tell y'all, if you put a little too much food, try to eat your proteins first, okay? No, do eat your protein first. Don't try. Eat your proteins first because that's the most important part. Okay. If you fix a plate, eat the protein first. Now, if you can't get the other down, you want to be done got the proteins down. Okay. So that's the proper thing to do. So you eat your protein first. But yes, she was able to eat everything that I put on her plate. Now I don't think that I made her no goppa topper plate. No, we didn't do nothing like that. But she ate it all. And I was talking to the dad. I said, you know, I was very proud of you because you ate all your food. And she was like, yes, I mean, Brenda, I was hungry. So we, like I said, we had the greens, we had cabbage, we had oxtail and rice. So I didn't stuff her plate, but you know, I put it on and she was able to eat it as well as myself, you know. So you have to, the more you study your body, the more your body will reveal to you what it likes. Okay. The body do speak to you. You just gotta know what it's saying. The body do let you know what it likes. Certain things it's different than other things. It might like your body might like juice more than it do water, but if it's gonna be juice, make it good juice. I mean, get some 0 calories or some low sodium, whatever. I mean, you know, I love my crystal light. Y'all do know I drink lots of water. I drink plenty of fluid. I went to Sam's today and got me 2 more cases of water. So I've got a total of 6 cases now. Uh, I do find myself drinking lots of water. I don't drink room temperature water. I don't do that. Um, don't ask me why. Well, if you want to ask me, you can, because I don't like room temperature water. That would be the only valid answer that I could tell you. I'd have made myself love the crystal lights, okay? I don't get crystal light. I get the thrifty mate. I think it's the name of them. Um, See now because I turn that up, you know I got to take small sip. Small sip. You can't just go goggling stuff down. You got to know how to swallow. You definitely got to know how to swallow. You can't just go gooping stuff down and stuff because your butt will throw up. You will get sick. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I have tried it and played with myself, you know, like doing what I wanted to do and almost passed completely out. Almost passed completely out. Some people I got the honor to the privilege of feeling it for myself. People would say, you do not want to feel it when you don't overate. You do not want to feel that. I said, oh, shoot, I'm a champ. I do want to feel it. Another thing, when you eat, when you eat, your stomach starts to warn you. It pre warns you while you're eating. As you eat a little bit more, your stomach go to filling up. It's very important that you chew your food up. If you chew your food, don't try to swallow big pieces because now you filling your pouch up. You're filling it up. You need to chew just like it say 25 good strokes, 25, maybe even 30. Take your time when you eat. Don't gulp the food down. You want to be able to enjoy a meal, but not if you're swallowing big chunks. Okay, if you're swallowing big chunks of meat or whatever you're doing, and that's just going to interfere with the good stuff. That's going to interfere with the good stuff. So I try to encourage everyone to at least try to walk straight and narrow. Try to do the right things. Don't go passing out, having to have the paramedics come to the house to get you, or you do like me every time I feel something. Y'all know I'm out of here. I go to feeling crazy. To the ER, here I come. They know me by heart. So after all, I'm with Orlando Health, so y'all know that's my favorite. They don't put the new hospital. So something go to happen with me, I ain't asking no questions. I'm out. Okay, that's me. That's how I am. Some people sit around and they'll sit around and they're like, don't even worry about it. They just do crazy things. They if they get sick, they a bucket. About to pass out, blood sugar up, blood sugar down. Your head about to throb off, or you cramping or something like that. Try some stuff like that happen to me. Here I come. Here I come. And most of the time when I go to the ER, y'all believe it or not. Let me close this curtain here. Let me it's done, it's getting dark here. Most of the time when I go to the ER, do y'all know they keep me? So that means I don't be playing. If I go to feeling bad, I go to the ER and I don't just go just to go. When I go, it's something wrong with me. I'm going to get fixed because something broken. So that just me. Something ain't feeling right with me. I'm gonna go and get it checked. I'm gonna go get it checked. That is for sure. I'm not gonna wait around. I'm gonna go get it checked. Um, Also, I see a lot of women that is trying the bariatric pal uh 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 vitamins. I ordered some as well. So I got about 3 or 4 different kind. I'm trying to go ahead and take those citrus ones, get them on out the way. Now I'm not gonna order them anymore. I ordered them and they wasn't as bad as I told y'all. I labeled it wrong. I shouldn't have, but I did. They're not as bad as I made it seem. Um, so like I said, that's where there's a part called sacrificing. There's a part that's called everything ain't going your way. There's a part that's called get in where you fit in. And there's a part that's called don't take the vitamins and fall your behind out. Okay. So you either gonna want to do right or you just not. Okay. So remember when I first got them, I was telling y'all it's the most horrible taste. I hate them. But now, if I put those vitamins in my mouth and I don't bite it right then and I just suck on it a little while, I notice it starts tasting better. Okay. So I've been, I'll get them and I'll suck on them for a while. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I get them and I suck on them for a while. And then after they go to getting softer, then I'll take and like that. And I end up, swallowing it. But you gotta, you gotta like make up in your mind that you gotta do something right. You gotta do something right. Uh, you gotta do something right, boy. I tell you the truth, you gotta do something right. You can't just think that because you had the surgery that you can get back into the same thing. Just say, let's use something, for instance, if you're a person that like to drink alcohol I wouldn't encourage nobody that drinks a lot of alcohol to think that it's okay to drink every day, because alcohol turns into what? Sugar. Alcohol ain't nothing but sugar. Okay. So if we sit up and we drink lots of alcohol, we you have no choice but to gain weight back, because that alcohol is turning into sugar. I know some people that think they can drink every day. You don't know you can't do that if you don't had that surgery. You can't do that. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Okay, you can go to drinking every day if you want, and them pounds go to popping up on you. They will come back. But also it's tricky. It's tricky. It's kind of tricky. Um, say for instance, you eat the chips or something like that, and you can eat those chips, and you say, "I know I done ate too many," but then you get your liquids and you go to drinking your liquid. If your bowel movements, if you have good bowel movements, that's an extra 2, 3 pounds off you right there. I'm telling you. I mean, it's weird, but that's what I tell everybody. If you're gonna weigh yourself in the mornings, or I tell y'all not to get on the scale. Some people probably get on it every day, 2, 3 times a day. Okay, if that's what you do, do it. Because you don't follow instructions. Some people don't follow instructions no way. So if that make you happy to get on the scale every hour to be depressed, go ahead on. That's your journey. Uh, I don't step on no scale every day. I'm not gonna do it. Now, when I come back from the cruise, I'll get a doctor's appointment, and I'll let everybody know, um, what's going on with me. So let me explain this to y'all. So I would assume y'all know Orlando Health. They put me on billboards. I can do things. I signed a little contract with them, which is a blessing. Um, I know for a fact that hey baby, how you doing? If I gain those pounds back and I don't stay with what's on that billboard, I know they're gonna drop me. You can't be a leader. Say for instance, I lost the 80. Well, we did put 80 pounds up there, but I got more than 80 pounds I've lost. But at every given time, when I go to that doctor, I've got to be, them 80 pounds can't come back, because then I know for a fact that they're going to say, oh no, she can't be on billboards. We don't need to write nothing else in the paper about her. We're not going to promote her anymore. We don't need her to promote us. So there is some things that you have to know. If you're a leader or something like that, I can't be telling y'all anything if I'm gonna sit up and gain 10 pounds back. That's just not acceptable. I'm where I said I wanted to be, but like I told y'all, tomorrow, I'm gonna start losing the weight so that I can eat everything on the ship. That's mandatory, because when I come back and go back to the doctor and they weigh me in, it's a wrap if I don't overdid it. Okay. So that's the way that thing worked. Okay. I signed a contract with them. I signed a little thing. So, you can't just go up, and I came in and I'm out. I done lost 85, 80, 90 pounds, and I go back and I done gained 20 of them back. That's not gonna work. Okay, so that's how that go. Okay, you can't put it no way but that way. So it's up to me to do what I'm supposed to do. If I want to be on those people billboards, so if I want to, still be a part of Orlando Health, and I have no intentions on them dropping me. I have no intentions on that. So therefore, you got to do some good things. You can't worry about what people say. I've made up in my mind. Hey, Marie, what's up, sweetheart? I've made up in my mind that I'm going to concentrate more on my life, uh, do more better things for me, because just sitting around, and sometimes if you're not appreciated, you're wasting time. I mean, you be wasting time. I mean, everybody got to realize that everybody's journey is their own journey. My journey is mine. Your journey is yours, you know. And I come on and I share, I be very transparent about my journey. I share the whole journey. Y'all remember I share when my stomach hurt, if I can't poop, I tell y'all about it. If I'm constipated, I tell y'all about it because I chose to do that. I chose to do it. No one made me do it. You know, there's so many women that would never say or admit everything that they go through when you in this thing called on this loser's bench. Okay, it's a lot of things that women are so private about. You know, it's a lot. I mean, so we go through so much. We go through so much. That sometimes you need someone that you can vent with. That's why I tell y'all, if it come a point where you feel like you're being depressed or something, or your cup runneth over and you got things on your mind that you can't resolve it, you can't talk it out with someone, you don't trust someone to talk to, hold it to yourself. But I can tell you this, that leads to nothing but uh, stress. And when you stressed out, it makes you go to eating. If you got a lot of stuff on your mind and you're not at ease, the first thing we go to doing is putting stuff in our mouth, stuff that we shouldn't be eating. We just go to eating, 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 eating. And that can become a problem. Now, it might not be a problem right then, but if you continue to do the bad things, eating the bad stuff, continue doing the same thing uh, over and over again, eventually it's going to show up. Okay. And sometimes we allow things to happen. We start gaining weight back. We get a pound or so. Like I always told y'all, if you say, for instance, you've lost 100 pounds, okay, and you lost 100 pounds within a year's time, okay, you lost weight fast. You lost that weight fast. Okay. 100 pounds is a lot of pounds. 100 pounds is a whole nother person. Okay. So you lose 100 pounds. Like I was saying, some of the women that I've talked to, um, um, they lost the weight so fast and they say, well, I don't want to lose no more. I said, well, I'm going to tell you something then. I'm going to just be very transparent with you. You better learn how to put some sugar in your body. You better learn how to put some starch in your body, but you better learn how to not overdo it. So that's what I mean when I say you got to, after you have the surgery, you got to fall in love with your body. You got to fall in love with your body. You got to learn your body. You got to know what your body like, how to put something in and when not to put it in. Okay. These are things that you got to use common sense to do. You got to use common sense. And if you don't use common sense and the weight come back, it's on you. Okay, you can't go and say I'm gonna sue the doctors for it. No, you can't sue them. They covered. Okay, you can't do that. But we have some people that be so angry. We got people that's over anxious when they have the surgery. Some people lose faster than others. Some people, and I did tell y'all that when you have the surgery, there come a point in life during your first, I'm gonna say first trimester, when you lose that weight after a couple of weeks or even a month, your body gonna stop. You're gonna slow down. You're not gonna lose not 1 pound for maybe 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks. And once it come back, it starts all over again. The body has to catch back up. It's like a computer. It has to catch up because so you done had surgery. Now all this stuff, all of a sudden, some new stuff going on. So the body got to figure out what's going on. Okay. The body got to think. That's just like a computer. It goes through some things. It says, "Oop, doop, 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 doop." She used to eat sugar every day. Doop, 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 doop. She used to eat a candy bar every other day. Doop, 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 doop. She never drank water, but now she's drinking all this water. Doop, 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 doop. Oh my gosh, she's eating mac and cheese every other day, every day. Oh, the body says, okay, What's going on? What's going on here now? All these major changes here. Trust me, y'all, it does happen. It does happen. So you got to fall in love with yourself and don't worry about nobody else. You got to know what to eat, when you can eat it. Like I told y'all, I'm a chip girl. Now I'm going to tell y'all this too, and y'all might not understand this. Say, for instance, I eat a bag of chips. I can eat that whole bag of chips. But now, if I ain't going to eat nothing else with those chips, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I mean, I'm going to be fine. I like to go to Five and Below, and they got these chips. I can't even show them to y'all because I ate the last bag the other night. It's called shrimp chips with jalapeno pepper. I never had seen them and never seen them nowhere but in Five and Below. They're shrimp chips. Shrimp chips. Um, they awesome. They look like little fries, but they are awesome. So when I start eating them, if I'm sitting around and ain't had nothing to eat, it's easy to eat that whole bag because I'll take them in the room with me, child. It's easy to eat them. It's very easy to eat them. And when I say eat them, I mean it's easy to eat them all. I mean just eat like Miss Maggie, just eat everything up, just everything gone. So I'm the first to tell you that I'm a chip. I'm a chipmunk. You know, I love chips. They are good. You seen them, Marie? You done had some of them? They like got a like jalapeno on the top of 'em. Girl, I just got introduced to them, but when I tell you, and it's very low calories. When I tell you I like them things, they look like French fries. Those bad boys is off the rip. I love them. So Marie, you where do you see them at? Because I never seen them in like a Walmart. The only place I seen them at is in Five and Below. So I know I had bought a pack the first time I went in there, and and I ate them, and I was here, and I'm like, dang, I like them because you know you buy one bag of chips. I said I got to go back out there, so I went back the second time, and I bought me 6 bags, honey. And I'm gonna tell you, I done ate all of them now, but you know that was a couple of weeks ago, 2, 3, maybe almost a month ago when I bought 6 packs of them. But I just ate my last pack, so they're very low in calories. I think it says 100 and either 40 or 110. I think 110. But it's okay. Below store here. That's where you got yours from, Five and Below store in Sacramento. Because that is where I seen them at. That's the only place I have seen them. I haven't seen them in Walmart or nothing like that. That's where I seen them at as well. That's where I got mine from. When I say they good, they good. Good snake, because I love me a good snake. I do. Um, Somebody bought me for my birthday yesterday. I got a fruit bowl. I got a fruit thing. It's in the refrigerator. Um, my birthday was just awesome, y'all. My birthday, and thanks everyone that looked out for me. God knows, thank y'all. Um, I um, I had a wonderful birthday. I can't tell y'all how awesome my birthday be. It get better and better each year. So I know there are people that love Brenda P. So okay, I don't even have to think about it no more. I know people love themselves some Brenda P. And I love myself some y'all. The ones that love me, I love y'all. The ones that don't love me, I don't love them. So if I find out somebody don't love me, then I don't love them. But if I know they love me, I love them too. So you can't make yourself look. You can't just go around caring for people and they don't care nothing about you or don't care nothing about themselves. You know that's just how it go. Hmm. So it's um it's an awesome thing to get to know your body. It's an awesome thing to get to know your body. Once you get to know your body, you're good. You're good. What you laughing at, Marie? I'm serious, girl. Um. Oh, and I'm gonna say this to y'all too. I was telling y'all earlier to try to exercise some, and the conversation came up today to the ones that's gonna have the skin taken off. Try to do it in sections, okay? Because it is very excruciating. It's excruciating pain. If you're gonna do your tummy or you're gonna do your arms first, when your time is up to do it, try to do don't go and do your arms and tummy at the same time. Because if not, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if you do that. Okay. Um, so I wouldn't encourage no one to try to do that. If you're going to do it, you know, do it in sections. Okay. Don't try to go and say, oh, I need my arms did and my stomach done. You're going to be in stomach trouble and arm trouble because the ones that I know that y'all yeah, Lois ain't been on here in a minute, but if she come on, she'll tell you she had it done and she still haven't fully recovered from it. So it's not anything to play with. It's nothing to play with. You gotta get yourself right. You gotta get yourself right. Okay. Um Me and some ladies were talking about that today. So I don't know, you know. Let me say a little prayer, y'all, because it's about time for me to get up out of here. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna go to bed. I was up all day yesterday, and then the day I had a few things. I had to go to Sam's and stuff, and I didn't know if I was gonna come on tonight, but I was sitting here and I said, "Oh boy, let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on." Okay. So the good thing, like I say, the good thing about StreamYard is we can always go back to it. We always go back to it. I see about 100 and some viewers already over here. Okay. So that's a good thing. People can watch it when they get ready. Okay. Gracious Father, thank you for tonight. Thank you for everyone, Father God, that's going through stuff. You helping, Father God, bless them, their families, Father God. Father God, you continue blessing myself, blessing my family, blessing the platform, blessing everyone that continue to be loyal and faithful to themselves, not just to the platform, but to themselves, Father God. You continue blessing them, teaching them to love their bodies, Father God. You look upon each one of us, our families, our children's, protect them each and every day, Father God. We know you say you don't put no more on us than we can bear. And Father God, I'm depending and trusting on your word. I'm standing on it, God. God, you continue blessing us. In your precious name, continue blessing my mother, Father God. Thank you, God. She made some improvement. She's trying to walk now. God, you is awesome. And you're a God that cannot lie. So, Father God, I'm saying thank you. Thank you for everything that is happening and everything that is about to happen in my life and in others' life, Father God. In your precious name, I pray. Amen. Yes, y'all. So, um, yeah, so like I say, I'm gonna get me some rest tonight. As a matter of fact, y'all do know what I'm gonna do before I go to bed, baby. Brenda gonna eat something. So what do I get to eat tonight? Um, what will I eat tonight? I had some shrimp. I done ate almost all them. So shoot, but I find something though. One thing I do know, I ain't going back there in that back and ain't ate some. Oh, that's for sure. I'm gonna look at my soap tonight and catch up on that. And then I'm gonna turn in. I'm gonna take me a quick bath, shower, no bath, big shower, quick shower, and then I'm yeah, I'm gonna eat, baby. I don't know what you talking about. I know you better know it. What you had today to eat, Marie? What you ate? You through eating for the night? It's 8:56. Are you through eating for the night? How can someone go to sleep all night long that done had surgery and don't jump up and wow? Y'all don't do y'all know it's hard to go to sleep and then get hungry and don't get up and get something to eat? That is trifling. Oh God. Every time I get food, every time I get hungry, I'm gonna put some in my mouth. Oh, you done for tonight? You I'm saying you say nothing. You are you through eating for the night? Or you gonna eat a little something else? What I'm saying. Well, my answer is I'm going to eat something else. I had some chicken liver. I had some chicken livers. I could put it in my air fryer, baby. And it be just like no, just like no. Be just like normal. So I have to get me something to eat, child. I ain't finna be hungry and don't have no food in me. I ain't no way I'm gonna do that. Brenda P got to have her some food. I'm tell you right now. If I don't have no food, it ain't no fun, baby. It ain't no fun. If I don't have no food, it ain't no fun at all. You tired of food? Well, what you do then? You need to start drinking up everything you can see, all kind of liquids. You just go to drinking, honey. Just drink up some. I'm trying to see. Yeah, just go to drinking up some, child. Now you do know, Marie, that you can drink and get full from drinking. That's why they say if you're gonna drink, you drink first and eat, and then wait, then eat. You know, you can do that. Oh, okay. Mm, mm. I know it's cold in my house. It have been raining. So last night I about to freeze to death, child. I about to freeze to death. I was so cold. I got up and turned that air down. I turned it up some. I said, Lord have mercy. I about to freeze to death. I didn't even want to get out the bed to cut it off. But I either was gonna get a blanket or whatever or freeze to death. I'm telling you. You know, you had a surgery, you know, you still that blood still running warm in your body. So you can either get cold or hot. So what I'm oh, and I did start back. Listen, y'all, I did start back on my CPAP. I am doing the CPAP again. It's going to get. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good, Marie. Just don't. What I told you is, do not rush things. Do not rush things. I told you, and I know you ain't did nothing I told you because I know you're doing it every day, probably. I know you jumping on that scale probably every day or every other day. Um, Ask me how I know. Ask me how I believe that. Well, I don't know for sure, but I think from some of the photos that you're posting, I believe that you're jumping on that scale just about every day or every other day, which that can lead to making you miserable. Okay, so if you're doing that, I told you don't jump on that scale every day. That scale ain't gonna do nothing but make you depressed. Okay, you'll see it. I see your face looking good. I see that. Um, that's where I noticed it. One of your pictures. I said, oh, okay, I see it coming. So don't rush it. Don't get discouraged. Don't rush it. Also, like I told you, when you have lost, dropped 3, 4, 2 or 3 clothing size, buy you something to no. I feel it. Just coming out. Okay, you feel them? Okay, but don't worry, the inches gonna come off, but that weight gonna come off too. So just don't jump on the scale every day because it's gonna depress you. I'm telling you, don't do it. Okay, just don't make that a habit. I got one in my bathroom and I got one in this room over there, but I don't jump on them scales. I ain't finna be messed up with it, getting depressed. Okay, now I ain't finna just jump on them because I can tell you this, and this is for sure. I tell y'all, if you're gonna weigh yourself, don't do it until after you use the bathroom in the morning. Y'all believe it or not, when you use the bathroom, you could drop 3 pounds. I'm talking about a whole 3, easy. Okay, so you want them pounds to be gone as well. So don't jump up and get on the scale right then. You know, um, is to um. Let me see. Hold on, I had to pull up another way here because this dollar sign in the way. You say you mad them 14 dresses you bought is too what? Um, I got is too they baggy. I don't like them. I got from TDS. Um, so what size did you go from? What size did you go from, Marie? Um, oh, a 3X? 3X. Okay. Just don't overdo it, okay? Um uh just don't overdo it. Just don't overdo it. And don't get, discouraged um about the clothes because if you was a 3X, a 3X should have been something like a 22, 24, 22, 24. And if you was 22, 24, and you're down to a 14, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. That's very much. That's a lot of weight. Um, so all I say is take your time and do the right things, to make yourself feel good. You don't want to make yourself feel sick. I did encourage y'all to make sure you get something that you can put on, but I wanted you to get something tight, something that you're gonna put it on, but you're not gonna try to weigh it out in the streets. You're gonna put it on and get it on, and like I told y'all, mine is a 14, and as long as I can put that on and button it up, But now I button it up, it's still open. Like for these old jugs I got here, it opens up. Okay. So I'm not talking about putting it on to wear it out in the streets, for people to be looking at me, talking about me to my, oh my God, what is going on? I've let y'all seen it. But it's just something to motivate me, or if I know that if I put that outfit on and I can't fasten it, or I'm having problem fastening it, now it's time to take a reality check. Okay. It's time for Brenda to say, oh, whoa, I got to stop right here. So I'm gonna do 5 more minutes, y'all. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes, then I'm gonna get up out of here. But the reason I say to get the smaller dresses or the smaller outfit is to be able to, but it needs to be kind of snuggish to you. It got to be where you just fitting in it. I mean, where you can button it up, not something that's loose on you. That's not a way that you're gonna know if you're gaining or losing. You want to have something that you can get in it, but you struggle to get in it. Okay, you want to have something that you can get in and you struggle to get in it. And then when you go back, if you can't get in it again and wiggle your way back up in it, you know what's the problem. Oops, I'm gaining weight because now I can't fasten this first button. I can't do it. I'm gaining weight. So that was the object of what I told y'all to, do. That was the reason why I said do it. Now, a lot of women just gonna be hard headed. They're not gonna do it, and they don't do it. Oh well, it's their journey. Yeah, something that's kind of really tight that you don't just get to slip it on. Okay, you want to get some. That's how you'll know. Yeah, I know you're going to lose inches, but that will motivate you also. So, say for instance, you go to feeling bloated or something, and you say, "Shoot, let me see. I'm gonna tell by stepping in this outfit." And if you can get in it, and you can do it. Now, say for instance, you get a 14 or something like that, and if you get where you done got completely in it and fasten it up, then you go down and buy something smaller. Okay. Outfit, what I told y'all to do that for is for you to be encouraged. It's like discipline. It's also it's encouraging and disciplining all in one. Okay, so that was the reason I said to go and do that. Not something that you could just slip on over your head and stuff like that. That's called cheating, Marie. That's not what I told you to do. Okay. The thing I got is like a pair of jeans. The thing I got, uh, it's like a little jumper. So when I put that bad boy, y'all be seeing I'd be tight. I'd be tight. Okay, I'd be tight. So if I come on Thursday, I'll put it on and show y'all. Um, I'll put it on. I'll put it on because it don't take but a second to put it on. I could run back there now and jump in it, but I don't feel like going back there jumping in it, and then I'll be very mad if I go jump in it and can't fasten it up. If I go back there and get it on and can't fasten it up, I'm gonna say, "Oh, y'all, I gotta do something different than this." But I'm not worried about that. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fasten it up. Now it don't just fasten easy. I don't just go get it and do like this. No, it ain't that type of party, okay? You gotta wiggle your way in it. But I can get it on. I can get it on. It goes over my pouch belly, and then I zip it up and then I fasten it up. So it's one of those things, jean, and it's a jean jumper, but it's a stretchy jean jumper, but it don't stretch that much. Y'all know they don't stretch that darn much. They tell you it's a stretch one, but it don't be stretching as much as we be thinking it's gonna stretch. It do stretch, but it ain't it stretch, but it ain't stretching that much. It ain't stretching that much. So yep, it ain't gonna stretch that much. So anybody got anything want to say. If not, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go ahead on and go back in. And I'm gonna get a bath, well, a shower right quick, and then I'm gonna watch a couple of shows on TV and catch up with my soaps, and then I'm gonna turn it in tonight, kind of early. And when I say early, that mean about 12 o'clock. That's early for me. But y'all do know, anyone need me, you can call. I do answer the phone. Okay, I do get with people. Okay, I had a few people inbox me. Mm, I did catch it and get back with them. This was up for, fortunately, I was able to see it. So I want to say this: if someone really need to talk to me, call me. Don't take a chance on just inboxing me, because there might be times I don't see it, and then you think that, and someone think that I'm ignoring them. I don't play games like that. Okay. If you reach out to me and I don't get back with you, that means that I didn't see it. Okay. So I don't never want anyone to think that Brenda P is ignoring them, or you need me and you can't reach me. That's not the way I operate. Okay. So all of y'all that is really a true fan, y'all should have the phone number to get in touch with me, because if you inbox me, you need to have a phone number, and eventually I'll see it. um, um, because my assistant really should be the one that see it, but sometimes, she been really sick, so it's me now. So if anybody need to get in touch with me and you inbox me and I don't get right back with you, it's because I haven't saw it yet. Okay, but once I see it, eventually you'll get a call. But everybody that is connected, you should have my phone number. Okay, I mean everybody should have that number, because I do have another phone number, a private, a number just for bariatric. So I do, and I got a whole lot of numbers in that. So if I ever had your number, if I call you or you call me, you got contact to get in touch with me as well. Okay, some of y'all got both of my phone numbers. I mean, some of y'all got both numbers, so me, it don't matter. I'm gonna answer either or. If it rang 4 o'clock in the morning, I do answer the phone, so it's all good. Um, mm, so I think we are doing a pretty good job. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Some people might not think so, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm doing pretty good as far as maintaining what I need to do. Uh, and I want, y'all to be okay with maintaining what you have to do as well. And one assignment that everyone need to jump on board and do is get to know what your body like. Get to know how much your body can take. Get to know how and how much to eat. Okay, when you go to feeling it, you go to eating, you're gonna start feeling full before you get full. So it's not as complicated as some people might make it. I don't want nobody to make it a habit of, like, say for instance, you eat and you're getting full, and then you eat some more, and then you make yourself sick. Now that is not what I want y'all to do. I don't want you to eat and then make yourself sick. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to eat, feel comfortable with knowing your body, because it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. And once you overeat, you can take one little spoon, and it's weird, but it's true. So say we done ate. You can take one little tip that much on a spoon and swallow it, and that'll mess you all up. Okay. So if you overeat it, one little half of a spoon will make you feel like you wish you had never ate anything. It can be very, very, very painful. I don't know how many of y'all have experienced it that has had the surgery, but I felt it. Okay, I felt it. Trying to be macho chick or whatever you want to call it, or just dumb chick. No, not dumb chick, stupid chick, uh, crazy chick, whatever, when you feel your stomach telling you you done had enough, and then you go right back and you gonna make yourself eat that last little bit because we accustomed to eating everything on our plate. We're accustomed to eating everything on our plate, which is not good all the time. Okay. Hey Pamela, how you doing, sweetheart? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Texas City, Texas in the house. Oh yeah, Sacramento, California was in, and Cincinnati, all the places was in. I quit asking people to tell me where they was tuning in from, y'all. I quit asking because you know why I quit asking? I quit asking because everybody was just hard headed. They just wouldn't do it. So there'll come a point in life when you just say it and they don't do it. So you just say, bump it. They ain't got to do it. That's why I just quit asking. Houston, Texas in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up, Kendra? How you doing, Kendra? How's everybody doing? I see everybody coming on now. Everybody popping on now. I'll stay on. I'll stay on another 30 minutes. I'll stay on a little longer. Cause I ain't doing anything. Cause I did miss a few minutes. I missed because I've been kind of frustrated with my getting my with Fiverr, y'all. I've been kind of frustrated with Fiverr. They try to cheat me out my money. I be seeing you on TikTok. You're doing well. You're beautiful. I be checking you out. I be checking you out. Yeah, so like I was telling everybody, the first thing you got to do is have a relationship with your own body. You got to have a relationship with your own body. And in order to have a relationship with your body, you got to learn it. See, we done had this same old body for a long time, and we thought we knew our body. But I got something to tell you, baby. When you have surgery, you got to learn it all over again. Okay? It's not the same. It's not the same. Let's see. Let's do everything. Wow. Girl, you know how many well you know how many people wish they can do that? And that's the truth. You're never stop learning, but one thing you do, Kendra, is get to know what your body, this is what I talked about tonight. Once we have surgery, the body has to catch up with what's all these new changes. Okay, we think we know our body. Well, we did know it before we had surgery, but once we had surgery, let me tell y'all something. You got a whole nother body. You got to learn that thing all over again, because the same thing that you used to do, it's not going to work this time. So the assignment is getting to know, the assignment is getting to have a relationship with your body all over again. It's weird, but it's the truth. If you had the sleeve, you got to realize that I had the sleeve. Okay, I had the sleeve. Guess what? You done lost 80% of your stomach. Because now you don't have a 20%. Okay, so from what you used to put in there, you sure can't even put near that much in it. So the key to this thing is knowing, reading, learning, to love your body, learning to know what to put in your body. Oh, yes, that's true. And it's so true. It's weird, but it's the truth. And a lot of us might get frustrated. You can't get frustrated when you done had the surgery. You gonna have to say, okay, I know my life. Y'all notice I always tell you, your life changed for life. But once you do that, you have changed your life for life. Okay, no longer eat fried food. Okay, Pamela say things do change. She can no longer eat fried food or sugary food. Now, see, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because your body, y'all remember what I told y'all it said? It said you can eat what your body can what? Tolerate. Only what your body can tolerate. So that's a good thing because now, Pamela, you're learning your body. At one point, you might have been able to eat the chicken. Now, if you can't eat fried food, and you're okay with it, that's a plus. But we might have a problem. You might have a small problem when you say that you can't tolerate sugar or you can't eat sugar. And there come a point that you're going to have to put some sort of type of sugar in your body. You're going to have to put some sort of, because you know what? The body works together. Now you can do without that fried food. You can do without that fried food. But there come a point where you're going to have to put some type of sugar in your body. Also, y'all remember me telling y'all that once you have the surgery, the body gonna go into sleep mode. That's just like a computer. The body gonna go into a sleep mode. It's gonna go because now here we go. This person done lost 80% stomach. This the body. Now this person here was eating all this here. She was eating a candy bar every day. Now you done stop. So now the body is trying to figure out, she used to do this every day. What's she doing now? So y'all remember me telling y'all, and I'm sure all of us did experience it if we had the surgery. There come a point where the weight just stopped for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. That's normal. That is very normal for that to happen. Okay. That's normal for that to happen. That gives the body time to catch up with what's going on. So the body is like a computer. It go to thinking. You know how they say the neck bone connected to the jawbone connected to the elbow connected to the arm bone, all that stuff. So the body, it works just like that. So it delays for a little while. We take a pause for maybe 2 weeks. A lot of women, I know y'all have experienced, a lot of you have, where you don't lose or gain anything for 2, 3 weeks. And then I've had so many women, they say, Miss Brenda, I ain't losing no more weight. I don't know what's wrong. Don't rush it. Don't stress yourself out, because check this out. If you stress yourself out, you know what you're going to do? You're going to gain weight. So if you stress yourself out, the first thing you do when you under pressure is put stuff in your mouth. It's weird, but it's so true. Now, if you're not at ease and stuff like that, you're gonna make your body mad at you. When your body make you mad, you're gonna make your body mad, because now you can't control it, because some people is not as strong as others. First thing you're gonna do is go to eating stuff. Okay, that same thing I say with people that drink alcohol. If you was a person that drank alcohol or drank wine every day, you have the surgery, that's not gonna work. You can't drink it every day, because you know why? Alcohol turns into nothing but sugar. So you're going to have to learn your body. It's not easy. I done just about got mine down pat. Um, Maybe that's why God chose me to be a leader. It wasn't easy, and it's still not easy. Um, I told y'all I wasn't finna just continue losing all that weight, look like no crackhead. I just look at this him make me look like I'm 20 years. I said put 10 years on you. Okay. This really petrified me. This, and I don't like this. I be putting like neck cream on it and stuff, but it moves kind of slow for me. So you got to know how to and my purpose when I was coming on, I can't tell y'all to do certain things because I'm not certified to do so. Okay. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. So I don't want nobody to go and say, well, I'm finna sue Miss Brenda because she told me to do this. The devil is a lie. He don't get now time. Because hell, I ain't got no money. Okay. So I'm just sharing my journey to everyone and hoping that we can just appreciate each other. That's the way it has to, it is. So that's why I came up with it, and God gave me the vision to help women and men all over the world. And that's what I try to do by sharing my journey, because you can learn something from me and I could learn something from y'all. But the first thing when you have this surgery is just that you got to know I would never be that person again. I am that person, but I would never be that way again in my life. I'll never do the things that we used to do. I might not have to drop it, but it's so done different. Okay. So from saying, okay, I can eat a full plate. Now you can't even eat you might can do a quarter of it. That's a big change. That's a big change. Okay. Um, I did go and buy me a Mr. Goodbye the other day because I ain't had me a candy bar and I don't know when. Okay. Brenda went and bought her a Mr. Goodbye. Now, I wasn't craving it, but I do know it's in the refrigerator. You got to be able to know you got stuff no matter. I would get now, in order to be really a good disciplined person, to know that you're really doing the best you can. It's say, for instance, you was a person that eat rice all the time, every day. So say, for instance, I say, I'm going to discipline myself. But you know what? The best way to discipline yourself is put stuff right there by you that you know you can't have. Okay, so I'm going to cook a small pot of rice and I'm going to put it up there on my stove and I'm going to see just how long I can go without having it. That's called learning your body, disciplining yourself. If you don't have no discipline, you're going to have problems. You're going to run into some bumpy roads, okay? You're going to have discipline. I don't care how long you've had your surgery. When push comes to shove, it goes right back to what? Discipline. You're going to have some structure. You're going to respect your body or it's going to let you down. And it's no way around it. Okay? There's no way around it. That's why y'all always hear me say, my body, I would never be the same. When you make that big step to becoming healthy, you will never be the same. Okay? Always remember that. That's the number one thing. Okay, always remember the 30-30 rule. The 30-30 rule is you don't eat and drink at the same time. But we'll do it. We do it. And when we do that, you know what's happening? Now you're shortening yourself from your proteins. Because, say, for instance, okay, let's use this. I'm going to take a sip. I took 2 sips. So now I ain't got nothing up in the snack on. But if I had something to snack on and I go ahead on and I snack on it, guess what's happening? You're filling your pouch up. You're filling your pouch up. So now you're not really getting the proteins in that you need. So that is a problem. Okay. Kendra, you say that's where you mess up. And that's a big problem. So what you have to do is get to know, okay, I'm already messing up. I can't, okay. So you say, okay, my mouth is so dry. Okay, I gotta eat and I gotta swallow. So you got to realize that you're filling your pouch up. So you're not getting your proteins in. First of all, that's why it tells you make sure you eat your protein first. Now it's easy. Before, like I told y'all, before I even had surgery, I would go in a restaurant. I ordered. I don't eat and drink at the same time. See, that wasn't something I had to learn. That was just something that I always did. We used to go out and go to the restaurant and stuff. I tell them, they said, "What you want to drink?" Nothing right now. Nothing right now. So I can do that, but just because I can do it, everybody can't do it. As a matter of fact, that's what Kendra say. She makes a mistake. That's one of her mess ups. Okay, so we all have things that we need to work on. But it's fair to say, it's very fair to say, and it's discipline enough for me to say that some of us don't try as hard as we should. One day, you know, as it gets and you see that it's not working in your behalf, then you say, oh hell, I know I got to change this, you know. So it's best to say, okay, I'm gonna put an effort in it and try, you know. I'm going to do okay, I'm going to do that when I go eat. Okay, eat. Yeah. Yes, of course. Always do that. Always do that. They're gonna ask you, they're gonna say you want water. They bring the water to the table and stuff. But always know, Kendra, you you gotta get your proteins in. That's why they say eat the protein first. We know that it's hard. Um, Eat the protein first. Eat your protein first. All the doctors will tell you that. You know, it's very important to get your proteins in. For people that you're not the only one that can't do that. You're not the only one that's cheating. You call it cheating. And also you call it disrespecting the 30-30 rule. That's what they said in one of my classes. They say you're disrespecting the 30-30 rule. So, okay, we all got something that we do, and that's why we have to help each other. You know, we all got little struggles and stuff. That's why it's very important to be or to have someone that you can talk to about situations, because I need some of y'all to help me lift myself up. Let me tell y'all something. Elizabeth came down to visit me. That's our travel agent. And I think she's from Cincinnati. Man, when I tell you, when that girl got ready to leave here, man, I felt like my whole heart just broke down. I miss her so much. I can't wait till the cruise, you know. I feel like I've been knowing her forever. Um, she stayed with me like what, 4, 5 days? And we had a chance to just get to know each other and love on each other, you know. And I tell you, I really, really, really didn't want to see her leave me, you know, 'cause I stay here by myself. And for someone to come all the way here to see Brenda P, that meant so much to me. So in other words, what I'm saying is you always need to be able to have a conversation with someone that's going to be straight up with you, someone, if you're making mistakes, that's going to say, you know, this is wrong. Okay. Also, it's very good to do what I asked all y'all to do. Get you an outfit. Don't get on the scale every day. Get you an outfit that you can put on, but not gonna wear it out in the streets. And whenever you go back to that outfit and you can't get it on, and you you can't almost bust your way in it, you slipping, because then that means you gaining weight, because now you slipping. Okay, and we do have a tendency of slipping. Those are mistakes that we're going to make because we're human. But now, when you go and you gain, let's say, 5 pounds, that's not considered slipping no more. That means you need a reality check. When you gain 5 pounds over where you at, it's a possibility that you are fin to allow your body to get out of control. And if you're not strong enough to bounce back, you're going to pay for it. Okay. So we got to be able to, everything that I come on here and say, every time we come on, it's not going to be everything that you want to hear or things that we want to hear. Because I tell y'all, I make mistakes too. I make mistakes. But I know how to fight this stuff. I know it was easier for me because, like I say, I don't have to eat and drink at the same time. I do not. I do not. And then if I do, I'm doing my snake. So now you eat and you drink. Okay, so say I ain't got that much more in here. But if I eat this here, if I drink this a little bit, this lasted me the whole hours. Well, it look like I'm gonna be on here 2 hours because it's at I've been on here an hour and 41, and I'm definitely gonna get off when it get to so I'm definitely not gonna do over 2 hours, okay? But this is good tonight. For sure, if I drink this, now I can eat some chips, because you know why? Because I've been drinking on this one drink ever since I came on. And I've been on here for 2 hours. But just because I'm still sipping on it, don't think that I can just go to eating a lot. Okay. No. Just because I done sipped on it, I'm still sipping on it. So say for instance, I go ahead and chirp this on down. I'm gonna have to wait because I still feel this in my tummy. I feel that in my tummy. It feel like my tummy is kind of full. So it wouldn't be good for me to say, I know I got to eat something before I go to bed. It wouldn't be a good idea for me to finish this and then go ahead on and try to eat something right then, because now I'm robbing myself, because now 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm jumping back up. Okay. I can't keep doing that because now I'm back on my CPAP machine. So I got to learn how to stay my behind in the bed. Okay. So we all do some things that we gotta, like I say, that come from not learning the body and not getting the relationship with your own personal body that you need. You're gonna have to remember, I always say, if you don't have some discipline, you're going to run into some problems. Okay. You got to be able to stand up under discipline. I mean, put it in action. You say, okay, I can deal with this. Once you do a little bit of discipline, then you can take on some more, but don't get it discouraged or worried about it, because remember me telling y'all, cortisone stress, Dr. Ghanem was saying something about that. I learned something that really blew my mind. I'm like, whoa, we was talking about it, but we didn't know the name of it. And thank God that when I come on and I be talking about stuff, he goes back and I know they listen to it, and then he'll go on and he'll tell us the answer to a lot of stuff that we do. That's why I had told y'all to make sure you go ahead on and follow Orlando Health. Or whoever else, they come on a daily basis, so there are always things that we can do You're never gonna know it all. We're never gonna know it all. I've learned so much from some of y'all. We're never gonna know it all. We've had nurses come on. We've had all different types of people come on to give us some advice and stuff. Good, I mean, good advice. We've even had people come on talking about the Ozempic shots and the Majiro. We are open for everybody, just since they are trying to live a healthy lifestyle. It don't matter how you lose the weight, what you did, even though I'm catering more to bariatric, I still have people that have took the shots that we still invite them in to our platform as well. Because you know what? When it bow down, everybody is the same. We are all here for the same thing, getting them pounds up off of us. Okay. So we want to have good energy. If you got negative energy, no one can never talk to you. So you're depressed about something. You always got something negative to say, or you're not lifting one another up. There, that can become a major problem. That can become a problem, and it can slow down the process. It can slow down the process. I'm telling you, y'all. Believe me when I tell you this. If you are angry about something, the first thing you're doing is putting stuff in your mouth. You're going to go to munching on stuff, okay? Keep that in mind, to stay at peace as long as you can. Make sure you don't let nothing and nobody stress you out, especially when you first have that surgery. And then some of us, we let people stress us out so bad. Children stress you out so bad. You're gonna have to relax and get to know your body. Get to have a relationship with your body where you know it and you know what's going to happen if you overdo it. You got to know your body. That's one thing I cannot tell y'all enough. You got to learn your own body. Your journey is your journey. Brenda P journey is Brenda P journey. Brenda P just chose to be a blessing to others. And you guys are blessings to me as well. Y'all is blessing to me as well, because we got people that done had surgery longer than me that I learned stuff from. I learned stuff from, because I don't know it all. I know more about the I know more about the sleeve. Then my second, I know about the gastro. I do know the gastro bypass, lose weight faster than the sleeve. But I also know the sleeve is the most comfortable surgery. The sleeve is the most safest surgery. And it's safe for me to say that. Okay? So I also told y'all, regardless of what surgery you have, do not go to nobody's doctor and tell them because Brenda P had the sleeve, or because just say some of us on here had the sleeve, and you say, "Ooh, I want the sleeve." Heck to the no. You don't get to do that. You get to go to the doctor, let them run your labs, and the doctor tell you which surgery you need. You don't get to do that. You don't get to tell the doctor which surgery you think is for you. When your lab work come back, doctor be done check your BMI, all your stuff. He done check this, your primary care, your cardiologist. Once they all agree, then your doctor determine which surgery is best for you. Some of y'all that have GERD, so you can't just go in there and say, "Hey, I want this surgery here." The sleeve might not work for everyone. Somebody with gas all the time, I hear the gastro bypass is better for you. So you don't get to go in the doctor's office and just demand, I want the sleeve. No. Also, Have a relationship with whoever is going to work on you. You know, sometimes taking your time, don't rush into things. If the doctor and you going into an office and you're not comfortable with them people in there, the receptionist, the whole from the beginning to the end. If you're not comfortable with it, get the hell up out of there. Go somewhere else. Because remember, you are taking a major step. You're changing your life for life. So you don't have time to play with nobody, and you definitely don't have time to sit there and let somebody act a fool when they finna put you under anesthesia. You finna go in there and get half of your gut took out. You want somebody that you can say, Lord, you help me through this here. You want somebody that you know got your back. People that talking like they love you. That when you wake up, they standing there and telling you where you go from there. Mm-mm. I see some women, and I'm gonna say this, and I hope nobody on here is went through it. But if the shoe fit, put it on. It don't matter. I'm talking facts. So, and it's not bariatric I'm talking about now. I'm talking about these women that goes and get these parts, or you go and get you some booty and you get you some breasts done. It's cosmetic surgery, or some women say beauty surgery. You get your titties popped up and stuff. How in the world are you going to trust somebody through WhatsApp? And then you go way over to the Dominican to trust somebody that you never saw. Nah, I seen it. I seen it. And now your butt leaning to the side. Y'all, I know some of y'all done seen somebody like that, because a lot of them, it looked good at the beginning, but now the booty's on the sideline, turning the butt left side bigger than the right side, or the right side little than the left side. That's some gangster stuff. That's gangster. So that comes from being anxious and doing things without researching it. That's what it is. And like I say, we all make mistakes. But when it comes to your body, you need to take and pay a little more attention to what you're doing. You need to pay more attention and love yourself. Like I say, and I can't say it enough, when you have bariatric surgery or any type of surgery, you are changing your life for life, okay? Any weight loss or stuff like that, if you don't have some sort of type of discipline, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. Hey, I see one of my friends watching. Hey, Rose, did Joe tell you about the all you can eat seafood that we're going to do on June 22nd? It's that Sunday evening. I told him to make sure I told you. Okay, I got a code. I can't put it on Facebook, but I got a code, and if I give it to everyone, you get on for $100. But you got to have that code. I can't put it on Facebook. They told me I can't do that. But if you go in under the party that I'm gonna have, it's all you can eat seafood. Y'all look on my page, the ones around here. If you want to jump on, y'all need to get in touch with me, and I give you the code to get to call in. It's only $100. We're gonna be pumping it up on June 22nd. Also, it's my little sister's birthday. I didn't know how did I get it on her birthday, but it is her birthday. So I tell people bring her a card or something, because I am going to honor her on her birthday, because it is on her birthday. My birthday gone, so we not honoring mine. Even though I'm a Gemini, I'm done. Mine was done last night. I'm through. I ain't no Gem. I'm a Gemini, but I ain't no birthday girl today. I'm done. I'm back, Brenda P. So I don't know if he told you, Rose, but if he did, give me a call. I know you like seafood, and it's all you can eat, and it is, and it's anglers. So anyone else that want to jump on that's in this area, y'all give me a call, okay? And I would love to have you on. If you ain't gonna go in there and be too sanctified, okay? I ain't trying to have nobody on this ship with me that you're going on there trying to speak in tongues because we want to dance and eat. You know, we gonna have fun. We know God got us, but we ain't going on there speaking in tongues. We're going to eat seafood and party and dance. We're going to do boots on the ground and all the other line dances, all kind of splits and stuff. We're going to do that kind of stuff. We're going to go have fun. We ain't going on there to be talking about, being too sanctified. So y'all keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. But anyone that listen to this and you want to go on and you like to have fun and you eat seafood, y'all get in touch with me and see if I can. I don't know how many people I can do it with, but I'll see if I can bring y'all on in. Okay. So this what I'm gonna do, y'all. I got 5 more minutes, and I promise y'all, I'm got to go when them 5 minutes up. I can't stay now another minute after these 5 minutes. I'm out of here. Marie, I'm dead serious. Okay, every bit of this gone. Now, it don't take me no 2 hours to drink one of these, but it did just now. Now, I'm finna explain something to y'all. That wasn't but 16 ounces of water. 16 ounces, okay? I'm just finna tell you. Now, because I sipped on it, them last 2 sips I just took, there's no way I would get up now and fix me something to eat. You know why? Because I won't be able to eat it all. Even though I sipped on it for that long, it won't work. It won't work. We ain't got but 4 more minutes, Marie. You ain't got but 4 more. Now you got 3 more minutes. But anyway, I done prayed for the platform. So, you know, hey, I done prayed for the platform. So we finna get up out of here anyway. We got I've been on here 1:57. So we got 3 more minutes and I'm out of here. I done already prayed for all y'all, everybody. Um Also, I had gave y'all a assignment a while back to get your pad and paper and write your 5 good habits and write your 5 bad habits. So if you don't put some work in, you're gonna start having these little slip ups. I'm telling you. Buddy. Yeah, it keep you full, but then if you go and try to eat something now and your body full with water, girl, you're gonna be like this here, be miserable. Hey, you ain't never felt that, Marie? You know how people be like this here. Y'all never found yourself like this here. Ooh, so full. You're miserable. That can come back to haunt you, especially if you don't have bariatric. That can come back to haunt you. So you're gonna have to practice the 30-30 rule. That's what I want everybody to do. Even if you can't do it, start practicing it. The 30-30 rule. You don't eat and drink at the same time. Now, if you can start practicing it, then you're making a major step. You can't eat with bariatric. It's the 30-30 rule, and it stands for every surgery. You're not every bariatric surgery. You don't want to eat and drink at the same time because now you're going to miss some of the important stuff that need to be in your body. You're going to miss it. You're not going to either you're not going to get enough proteins in. Okay, you're going to miss it. And then, say for instance, you're doing that and you're not taking them vitamins. Oh well, now you go to feeling bad. Oh yeah. So see, somebody like you that done already experienced it, you can be a blessing to somebody else. You can let them know what to expect. You know, y'all, I did this here. I ain't new to it. I'm true to it. It almost knocked me out. I passed out. This the truth. So that's what the platform is for, to help each other. Because Brenda P can't give it. I mean, I give y'all what goes on with me. Believe it or not, I learn a lot from y'all. I learn a lot. I listen. You know, don't never think that I'm not listening to y'all, because I do. I can't do this without y'all, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't do this by myself. So, okay, y'all, that's my time. I've been on here 2 hours and I love y'all. I'll be back on Thursday. Okay. On Thursday, y'all that want to be on, try to come on at 8 o'clock. Try to come on early, and so we can get off, okay? But I can't just drop it when we get lots of people coming out. Or do y'all want me to start coming on at 9 o'clock? I don't know. I'll see. Because we started getting a lot of people on, and golly, I got a whole gang of viewers over here. So we need to, come in agreement on something, okay? So anyway, y'all, this your girl Brenda P, and I'm up out of here. I gotta go. Anyone that want to go on that all you can eat seafood with me, do the right thing. Give me a call if you can, okay? A little bit. My doctor recommended. Oh, I seen them. I seen you put them up. I seen you put them up, but they didn't look small. They didn't look small to me. They looked like the mother one that I got, the bariatric pal. They look like that. But anyway, me and you can call each other, okay? But I'm gonna have to get up out of here, girl. I gotta go. Okay, I love y'all, and this your girl Brenda P, and I'm coming up out of here, okay? I will see y'all on Thursday if it's the Lord's will, okay? Bye-bye.